There are songs you write and songs that write you. This is the latter. Welcome to the very first episode of Wild Songs, a podcast for the curious misfits. I'm your host, Kyle, and I've helped hundreds of Kingdom artists across the country who want to go deeper than the formulaic, predictable Christian music out there. So in season 1, we're going to be exploring what I call the ache, deep longings of the kingdom. Every song this season is about yearning, heartache, searching, groaning, that burning hunger within us for the kingdom to come. It's not pretty or safe or nice or neat. It's tears and pain and deep dissatisfaction with the world. Now, here's my promise to you. I'm going to help you listen to music differently. Most of the songwriting gurus out there like to talk about trophies and awards and chart-topping success, but the very songs that they're writing are cookie cutter, run-of-the-mill, safe Christian music. You don't have to love everything I'm going to show you, but you will hear things you've never heard before. And you'll experience high-quality music, not fluff, and you'll discover a new aspect of Christ in every song. So let's dive in. How on earth do you take the concepts of eternity, the human story on a cosmic scale, salvation, Christ slain before the foundation of the world, personal identity, and God's creativity as an artist, and just put that into a song? Easy, right? No, it's freaking hard. One of the biggest things I've learned, though, is if you're comfortable, you're almost never going to make amazing art. Now, as a songwriter, you want to be on the edge of making something where it seems like it might not work. Like things could go south real quick here. Like you're riding this wild horse right on the edge of a cliff in a thunderstorm, and the horse is blind. In short, like what you're making should feel almost impossible.
It's not possible.
No, it's necessary.
Impossible? Yes, but it's necessary because it'll change you. I said earlier that there are songs that you write and other songs that write you. And this song I'm going to share changed me for sure. But what's crazy is that even though it was a huge breakthrough for me, I was this close to not even trying to produce it because I felt like, man, I don't really think I can do this justice. Like this might be an epic fail. So for the songwriters out there, when you feel like this, when what you're making seems impossible and it's not going to work, it's too complicated, too tricky, or you can't pull it off, there is always a way. I mean it, always. You have to believe in what the song could be more than all the reasons it won't work. That it's necessary, but you also need a certain level of skill. See, I couldn't have written this song when I was 20 years old. I didn't have the music skill yet. I didn't have the language down yet. I didn't have the craft down to structure something like this. Now, don't skip over the skill part. Like there's a depth of craft that you need to pull it off. But like I said, you also have to have the balls to just go for it. I was talking to my friend Allison about this song. She's the female voice who sings on this. And I told her, you know, this is probably my most inaccessible song. Like it's not easy to comprehend. It probably goes over people's heads. But it is what it's supposed to be. And she said, that's exactly why I love it. It's precisely because it's inaccessible. It's not trying to be relevant or connect with a large audience. And I've come to own that. So yeah, this will never be a radio-friendly, chart-topping hit song. It's over 9 minutes long. The lyrics are cryptic. There's too much poetic language. It's got minor major 7th chords, which are super dissonant. It has 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, and 7/4 in it. It has a key change. It has multiple tempo changes. It's a slow burn. I mean, there's no rush to get to the hook. And it's definitely not trendy in having cool modern sounds. But here's what I love. There's no one else on the planet who can make it. It's me. And I love when I can help artists say the same thing about their songs. Like, Kyle, I actually wrote something that I feel like is me. That's what I consider breakthrough. And when someone wants to know me in a deeper way and understand who I really am, like this is probably one of the best ways you can know who I am. Like this is the song that sums it up. So I thought, shoot, why not just start this whole podcast off with the most inaccessible song? Like, let's just hit him right in the face. So you're going to hear this term a lot from me in this podcast, deep kingdom songs. And many of my friends, especially those not in the faith, are like, what does that even mean?
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 I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
It's
No,
disgusting.
that's enough!
And this song, Prelude, is probably one of the closest examples I can give of what I'm trying to get at. It's not a style, it's not a trend, it's not a genre even. But I'm pretty sure when people hear that I make Christian music, this is not what they think. But I feel like if I said, well, here's a nice Christian song for you to listen to, that phrase wouldn't make sense at all. But in some way, when I say, well, it's deep and it's about the kingdom, then yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Wild, beautiful, mysterious, haunting, epic, strong, daring, confident. I was mentoring this young guy for over a year, like really helping him bust through his habits and go to a new level as a songwriter. And he sat down with me one day and he said, Kyle, I finally got around to listening to this song, Prelude. That I was in my room and I put on my headphones and I closed my eyes and I can confidently say it was one of the wildest musical moments I've had in my life where I experienced God through a song. And I remember Holy Spirit nudging me like, that's why that song had to come out of you. That's why you wrote this. You didn't make it to get streams or recognition. In fact, a lot of people listen to this and they're turned off. Like, yeah, no thanks. But it's not for them. It's for the pioneers and rebels and mavericks marching to their own beat. This is a song for them. I wish when I was a young man that I had a song like that kind of, slapped me in the face and breathed life into me and deepened my identity and placed my story in the timeline of history that somehow, for once, made sense. And that's what I hope this song can do for you. My friend, I want to invite you right now into a new space. Put your headphones on, silence your phone, put away competing distractions, soak in the lyrics, and be nourished. As always, I'm extremely grateful for you drinking this in, and I pray it touches you as it has touched me. Blessings.